I was driving home last night from, where was I? Fucking Auburn. And so I got off work at like, I don't know, 3:30 or 4 or something, ran a couple errands, went to Auburn, did some hair, and then I was like, I wonder if I can bang this hair, before I have to drive home in this snowstorm. And I was like, yeah, should be fine. Totally fine. Like, it's not going to hit till 10. I'll be totally fine. And looking at Kirkland weather, granted.
Yeah.
By the time I got done and I looked outside, I was like, oh yeah, this is fine. I can probably make this work. I did like 2 blocks in Auburn, so I haven't even barely left yet. And I'm like, fuck my asshole. Like, I don't know if this is going to work. So I'm just like slowly, I'm like trying to use the bumps in the road that I can barely even see to like make it to the fucking fruit. So anyways, I was like, you know when you're so stressed out, you can't listen to music and you're like, I'm just going to stay really tense and that's going to get me home. Me being really tense, turning the music off and talking to myself. So I'm just like, okay, maybe I should like manifest the destiny. Okay, I'm going to be like thanking God for the salt on the roads. Like I'm doing the weirdest shit. Like, oh my God, it was so stressful. And then I made it home and I was like, Dylan, I'm so glad I made it home. I almost died. I went to war for you in outside. That was, yeah.
It's like, Dylan.
And here it like wasn't even that bad, but.
Dylan, you're supposed to be the breadwinner. And here I am risking my life for you, for this family.
Like, what do you do for me? He's like, literally everything. I'm like, oh,
He's
okay.
like, bitch, I make my cheeks clap.
He could though. His butt's so big.
Yeah, he's thick. I mean.
Wait, have I ever sent you like a video of like his cheeks?
I mean,
like how big they are?
I've seen it in the flesh.
Dude, that thing is like flat out.
Yeah, he looks pretty he looks like a just a nice, like, well-mannered individual, you know. And I saw him the first time when you had us meet, and I was like, okay, she's trying to go for a more reserved vibe, you know. You gotta settle down, you know. You gotta take your L's where you can. You can't marry Vin Diesel, you know. You have to like, I don't, what the fuck was that reference? But you have to like, you have to like, you know, you have to find somebody that's gonna be a little more reserved. I'm like, yeah, I see it. But then I fall back, check some texts, and then I look forward and I see both of you, the backs of you, and he's got fucking cake, like, for a scrawny white boy.
Dude, I don't understand. He does, I mean, now he squats. It's a new thing, but like, and if you hit it, it's like full of muscle. Like, that powers every decision he makes. You can tell. It's so juicy. And I mean, it's like, you could set something on it, but it's like a full shelf. It just goes, meh, and then juicy underneath. I'm like, I want that youth, you know? Like,
like, what is that? What is that, God? Like, if you are there, like, why would you do that? Oh my gosh.
Oh my God. Yeah. So, Dylan has a big butt, and it's so perfect. And I have to appreciate it every day.
I envy so hard. I work for my ass, and it's literally nothing. So,
dude, I mean, what we do for our bodies is like insane compared to the little that he does for his. Like, he'll drink extra water one day. He's like, I lost 10 pounds. I'm like, you did what? He's like, I drink water. I'm like, okay, that's all it is for you.
I drink water and get a breakout. So, like, some people are like born to live, and I think through evolution, the people that were meant to die off early live a lot longer, and I think I was one of the ones that should have died off early. But with modern technology, I'm kind of just chilling, you know, no ass, acne, fucking, like, I do what I can. But if it was me in the Stone Age, I would have definitely not lasted.
But you know what? The bonuses to people like you and me, and this is the only good thing, and it's sad that it's the only good thing. I feel like I have really good ideas, and that's about it.
So
like,
you got like a thick brain.
But that's it. Like, and I don't really want to commit to anything, like a company or a degree or really anything. So my ideas, they just float. And they basically go nowhere except for to you and to Dylan. and apparently God when I'm in the car. So we're just gonna thank God as our sponsor today.
Yeah, thank you God for
that got weird.
sponsorship.
Oh wait, you can't hear the kids playing outside, right?
No.
Okay,
Thank God.
hear children, and they're really having too much fun. I'm thinking about throwing shit at them. I don't know.
Just
Anyways.
the nearest object. Give them a taste of the real world.
So what should we get into?
So I'm gonna just cut straight to it. You know, it's populated my mind for long enough, so I need to like export all this information somehow. Bitcoin, the amount of like crypto not only affecting my life but like my friends' lives and like these companies that are getting into it now, it's kind of almost like I can't ignore it. I was already pretty interested in it. I mean, way back in the day, I had one of those Dell computers in like the school computer lab. You know, just the classic like $100 500 megabyte RAM, really shitty, really slow Dell computers. I had one of those, but when Bitcoin was first coming up, I was really into making random money, random places on the internet. And I saw videos on YouTube way back talking about mining Bitcoin and Bitcoin's gonna be the future. And I was so like, yeah, whatever gets me fucking money, because like my dad's giving me $5 a week to mow the lawn, do the laundry, wash the car. I'm like, I need a side hustle from this allowance. And so I started mining Bitcoin back then, and I had to have mined at least, I mean, close to a Bitcoin. I mean, if not like maybe like half a Bitcoin or whatever, because I was letting that bitch run overnight for a while.
I don't even know what a Bitcoin is. So when you say like measurements of Bitcoin, I just laugh because I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna think about that like cookies.
You have one cookie. Doesn't sound like a lot.
Dude, if I had a half of one,
yeah,
I'd be sad because I want a whole box.
Yeah, it's like, why would you even want half of one? That's just fucking tantalizing.
God, I miss cookies. Ugh.
But so fast forward, I lose that computer, and so that's why I'm not a millionaire right now. But with the age of the internet, where all of this information is being tossed back and forth, and people have these like schemes and methods, and you hear like Tesla buying 1.3 billion in Bitcoin, it's like shooting up, and like I guess Apple is gonna be adding like tradable cryptocurrency to their wallet. Google already has that implemented. It's just like we're going further and further from this traditional sense of like capitalism and money is money and gold is gold to like we're just straight up doing our own thing now. Like the people of the internet are just like, you know what, we're making our own money and we're living better Walmart. You know, like we're doing it better. And one of the best things I think that could have happened to like start the movement, like for real, is I think Dogecoin. And Elon won't give up Doge. Like it's supposed to be a meme, and I mean it always is and it always will be, but since Elon won't give it up and people keep talking about it, it's like Dogecoin to the moon. Like it's like all of these people that are like Wall Street cogs keep investing in it because Elon's investing in it, because other people are investing in it. We're all hyping it up, but at the end of the day, it started out as a meme. So like we're literally investing in memes, and memes are now like actual money. Like,
wait, what is Dogecoin? I saw him tweet about it a little bit, but I just thought it was literally just a meme, so I don't even know what the fuck it is. Is it his like version, his own cryptocurrency?
So I mean, like cryptocurrency is just has to do with like blockchain kind of, I don't know, computer talk. It's like
Okay.
it's basically like solving algorithms equals money, internet money, and anybody can make their own coin. Essentially, that's why there's so many. I think it's like open source or whatever. So if somebody made Dogecoin just as like fucking invest Dogecoin.
So okay, so that's crypto. So his Dogecoin is different than Bitcoin.
It is.
Okay. Okay.
Well, I mean, like they're like the same kind of in how they operate, except Bitcoin is like OG. You know, it's like, I mean, it's a little more respectable. Dogecoin has just kind of like been the butt of a joke for a long time, but now it's just like people can't even ignore it anymore because so much money's being poured into it and people are being fucking millionaires because of it. It's just blowing my mind. Like this age where like this information overload, my ADHD is living off of all of this information.
Dude, that's like the foundation of our like YouTube channel. Literally, is us like snorting a line of internet as often as we can. I'm not kidding you.
No, it's
like
for real.
I can't stop, won't stop, and yeah, I need to increase my data to unlimited on my phone plan. Don't ask me why I don't already have it. Because it's fucking outrageous, and I blow through my phone bill every month because I'm like, oh, dang, the Wi-Fi sucks here. Or like my work Wi-Fi, I can't use like almost anything, so I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna pay for this with my phone bill, and I don't even want to know what it's been the last month. I'm gonna watch a couple cryptocurrency videos as homework.
You should.
Because I don't know a lot about it. Like, I get the idea around it. The whole, I don't know. Like, I get it. And I did watch the Tiny Meat Gang video on them talking about... Did you see the one where they were talking about somebody who had a couple of tries to access, like, a couple $1 billion?
Yeah.
Like, a little thingy like that, and then they fucked it up or something like that. I don't really know. So, like... Yeah, I feel like I should know more about this, and my small little brain right now is like, I don't have any backstory to compare this to anything, so we don't know what the fuck he's talking about. I think I need to go into this.
You should. I mean, one of the things that I had recently saw online was that financial researchers are saying that by the end of this year, it should hit 100K, which a Bitcoin is worth like 40-ish thousand at the time we're recording this. So if you invested like $100 into Bitcoin or whatever, and it shot up, you know, it'd be doubling your money or tripling or however fucking much. I'm not good at math, but like from $40,000 of Bitcoin to $100,000, and then you have some stake in the game. Like, I mean, so many more people are gonna get rich off of this. And with all of these companies getting involved, and I'll have some links I can put down in the description of the video, but it's just like there's just all of these buy-ins from all these huge companies. So it's just like becoming more and more relevant. And like, I think one of the oldest international banks in America is going to start openly accepting Bitcoin and trading Bitcoin. So you can like put it into the account. And I think that's kind of crazy. If you're the oldest international bank in America and you're getting on board, like, this shit's for real. Like,
so maybe we should wrap our brains around this and then start making jokes about it. Sorry, my brain is so dumb right now. I'm like, I don't even know what this is, but I kind of want my own coin, but I also know it's going to be worthless.
No, what's going to happen is you're going to throw money into it, and then it's going to, like, tank as fuck, and then I'm going to be to blame because I hyped it up so much.
You know what I want to be right now? And I hate this, but it's kind of true. Okay, you know how it's really in right now for, like, single or married, I guess, men that are around my age in their 30s to go, hey babe, I'm thinking about buying some stocks, like to their wife or whoever they're with. and they have the most boring job, and so they just need something to like feel something, and they're just like, babe, just give me like $200. Like just trust me, it's trending. Like they just are so set on that.
Yeah.
And I had some clients that would just like talk about that, like just like their veins would be popping in their forehead. They're so fucking excited, and I'm like, you need to dial it down. This is not as excited. Like this is not like for you, homie. I don't think. Like I don't know. I was so vague, but it's just like,
no,
I want to be that guy, but I'm also embarrassed. But I want to be that guy.
No, that's literally the battle I'm having in my head right now, because it's like I can't ignore it anymore because it's infecting my computer. Every single algorithm that I have going, YouTube, TikTok, all of it. Like, I won't be surprised if there's like mics, like if I'm actually being listened to. But it's just like, I feel like if I miss another come up on Bitcoin, like it's only gonna be my fault. So
yeah, like how do you know when you're like missing out on something like that, like a big financial thing? Like how do you fucking know? Like back in the day, it would just be like one company that would like blow up, like Apple or something, or like Microsoft, like something in the 90s. It was like once in a while, but now it's like all the time, and I'm like, I'm not trying to subscribe to Financial fucking Trader magazine or something.
no, that shit's boring as fuck.
I want to know about serial killers and bet on that. Like, I don't know. That's more my thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. We're going to get into this.
I feel like we're getting closer and closer to like Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Like Elon Musk is going to send us into this starship in space, and we're going to be paying for hookers with Bitcoin, and like it's just it's gonna be such a wild time. And if you don't have Bitcoin by that time, like there's no way I'm gonna be rich enough in my life to go to space. But like if I catch the come up in Bitcoin, maybe I can like fake my way to being rich, and then I'll like be some like exec, you know, sucking some alien dick, and it's just gonna be really nice.
Oh man, going to space. That's a tough one. I don't know if we've talked about this before. Did we talk about this before? Like whether you'd go or not?
I mean, I think I talk to myself about this a lot, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like you would go 100%.
Yeah. I would be like the alpha test. I would be the monkey that gets into the flight. I will be like the first civilian test if I could.
Dude, you're so brave.
But it's is it bravery, or is it just like I think it's just like the I don't want to have existential thoughts polluting my mind every day anymore, so it's like anything to make that shut up. Like if I die on the way up to the moon, it's like, okay, cool, I died for a cool cause, you know.
Wait, maybe we should talk about that for a second. Okay, your existential thoughts, what are they usually? When you're like peak dread. Like, where are we at with that?
I think the thing is, they're not woke at all. It's not like, it's not like some eccentric millionaires having an existential crisis and they're you know, creating a TED Talk a second. You know, I'm not like thinking like that. It's more so like the nihilism is so fucking hard that I just think about like, what is the point of this desk? What is the point of the point? Like, it's just more so like the iterations and the loop and the repetition. It's just kind of like, it's like saying a word over and over and over again and it loses meaning. But like I'm thinking about life over and over again, and it's making all of life lose meaning. So like that's the kind of existential loop that I get into.
Is that like lack of purpose?
Yeah. Well, I'd say like nihilism, which is like, it's like
is that like everything sucks, so what's the point? And like everyone fucks everything up, so what's the point?
Yeah. So
like nothing's gonna happen.
It's blissfully ignorant to the reality of things. Or not, it's the opposite. It's like, you know what's going on, but
sounds like
you
it's
choose to not care. And that's kind of badass if you think about it.
I agree with that. I think I'm in a nihilist subreddit And I get confused because I'm in a nihilist one, and then I'm in a stoic one, and then I'm in another one that doesn't matter. Another one. I have some clients that are like fully nihilist, and so whenever I like bring anything up, they have a nihilist response, and I'm like, bro, be more interesting. But also, I get there too. Like, I do the same thing.
No, we're all fucking nihilistic pieces of shit in our minds. I think tagging yourself as a nihilist for real.
That's so cock to do.
It's just like
so cock.
It's
I
cock.
hate it.
It's very fucking cock of you.
I'll do
that.
it, but I hate it.
It's just like we get it. Okay, you don't care. It's like yeah, you do.
Well, it's also like then what? Like you don't care. Okay, then what? Like it just stops.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. If you don't care, then it's stupid.
I don't know. I don't even know what I'm doing on this earth. I think I'm just having like a good time.
And that's why
a very mediocre good time. Sometimes I think like hanging out in my head is like the most fun place to be. And I know that's a big like introvert thing to do, but my problem is I'm not an introvert. And so I'll have these thoughts in my head and I'm like laughing so hard and I'm like fully sober in my car, like driving somewhere at 2 p.m. by myself. And I'll just start laughing, or I'll like, you know what? I feel like I do this so constantly and I hate that I do it, but it's also nonstop. You know when you're like, oh, I'm going to use an inside joke, and then you use it, but then like all of your conversation is basically inside jokes with yourself. Mm-hmm. Like that's my life. Like it's
like you create an inside joke with yourself while you're talking to yourself.
Oh yeah, because it's like, hey, remember that thing we saw earlier? Oh yeah, haha. And then they're just like, I'm not making the connection. Like just certain personalities, they're like, can you be more clear? And I'm like, oh, don't worry about it. It was a meeting we had earlier. You weren't present.
I've 100% been there.
Oh, thank God, as I hit my head on this. Thank God my like new coworker, she's awesome. She's pretty funny. I feel like she gets them. Like I feel like she can see the connections I'm making in my head. Mm. So it works well. And actually one of my topics today is shout out to her for that. So we'll get to it. But so cryptocurrency, existentialism, nihilism. Wait, can we get into the VR thing?
Yeah, I have it up right now, actually. I was trying to redeem myself for the super shit transition I made the last video.
Fuck transitions.
Fuck transitions.
I'm bad at them, and it is what it is.
Mind control VR. So, I found a really interesting video as I was scrambling for topics today because the internet was nothing but stocks, and YouTube like literally won't let me out of that bubble. I'll literally clear my history and try to like get out of the algorithm, and it just makes me fall right back into it. So I don't have anything fucking interesting on my timeline anymore. But thank God, one of the YouTube channels that I watch, they make like virtual reality videos, and like it's more so like news on the subject, and they were sent this gadget called NextMind, which basically what it does is it you can control use game controls to like, I don't know, execute things in games. So like you could use the X button to pick something up, or you use the start button to like get into the menu or whatever. But NextMind makes it to where you can do all of that just by focusing on it. So if you wanted to, I don't know, pick something up, or you want to go into the menu, you want to change the volume, you want to, I don't know, punch somebody in the game or whatever, there are certain responses that NextMind will pick up for certain games, obviously, but it will use that like you're using a controller, but it's with your mind. It doesn't sound real, right? It sounds like some like sci-fi shit that you see in movies.
I think I heard about this, or maybe it was like beginning stages of it or something, like maybe a year ago, but it was very shitty. Like, I remember when it came out and I was like, I could see that. It's following your eyes, right? Like wherever they look.
I think so.
So it's basically using what they use on like your phones, like, or all of our phones, your phones, our phones, like that. Like what I think there's something like that used in phones to like change your advertising. Like if you're looking down a Pinterest feed and you stop and look at a few, it watches your eyes when scans where they're looking and kind of creates more of that. If that makes sense.
The one thing that's crazy is it's not using a camera though to track your eyes. So it has a little.
What?
I have a video link on it. We can like take a look at it. If I can find a good place to throw you into it, because there's a huge intro and it talks a lot about it. But it's basically a little pod with a headband that you put on, and it touches the back of your head, and you calibrate it by running through its exercises, kind of like using your fingerprint scanner or whatever. But what it does is, so when you are looking at something, your brain reads the information your eyes are bringing in. But the little like pod thing has these like prongs or these sensors that touch the back of your head in the spot that I guess is optimal for it to read the images your eyes are picking up and your brain is perceiving or whatever. Mm-hmm. So it's not so much like a camera looking at your eyes and guessing what you're looking at. It's like actually reading what is in your mind, the responses that you want it to make, or the responses that you want executed.
I'm kind of skipping through, looking at the little like image stop thingies of the video in the beginning where it shows the structure of it. I mean, if it's hitting the back part of your head, I think that's the occipital lobe where your eyes, like all your visual processing is done in the back of your head. So I'm not sure how that like reads it from in there. I've been reading a lot about like fMRIs lately and how those work. It's actually pretty simple, but I'm not going to explain it because I'll butcher it. I wonder if it has something to do with like protons. Sorry, that was so stupid to say that.
Okay, Jimmy Neutron.
You know what? I think it has something to do with prokaryotes. I used that last week, just the other day when I was talking to Dylan. He's like, prokaryotes? And I'm just like, it was not even the right word. But I was like, no, that's what I'm talking about right now. Anyways, stupid big words.
Yeah, you could say any of those big words and I'd be like, oh, yeah. No, that's it.
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
definitely.
That's what it does.
Fucking wild. So is this just like elevated VR? Without injecting something into you, basically?
Yeah, I think what it might be implemented, how it will be implemented with regular VR, I don't think we're going to get rid of like controllers per se right now, but I think what it could do is, he said in the video, I totally agree, if there is a mechanism for the game, like if you need to persuade an opponent to do something, like you can kind of like mind control in the game or whatever to like make them not attack you. That could be an attack or like a feature that you'd normally press R2 to initiate, but you could actually use it with your mind, and it'll like kind of make it more immersive in a way.
Oh my god, I'm trying to think of like the ways that I would love to be able to use that in real life. Yeah, I don't know. I can't think of any.
I think it would
I
be.
just have no brain.
I think it's just one of those steps that kind of blew my mind in such a short period of time, like literally right before we started recording, that like I haven't had a chance to like let my brain ruin it for me. So I'm still kind of like riding this high of like, holy shit, what's next? We're gonna fucking teleport. Like that's the next thing that we're gonna do, because if we're reading minds already, we're teleporting. You know?
Wait. Okay, so I figured out where I would use this if I could use it in real life. Like if life is a video game, which is like my religious standpoint, I think life is a video game, and your point is to get as far as you can and have a good time doing it. Anyways, I would use it to clean. Like if you were just like, I'm gonna look at the thing, I'm gonna take the Clorox and I'm gonna wipe the counters, and then I'm gonna and I think my vision might get better. I don't know.
Yeah.
I would love that. Fuck.
I laugh, cleaning. But at the same time, like, I would hella fucking clean with that shit.
Like, oh my god, people would be so like, wow, your house is so clean, like always. I'm like, I spent a lot of time doing that.
Yeah.
I am always
a lot of brain power. I got a big brain. My boyfriend has a big ass, but I got a big brain.
We both bring the heat in different ways.
Oh yeah.
Fucking what else?
I mean, I have one last topic, but it's lighter. We could
opened the. Fuck, where's the link I had to that one? Oh, here it is. Okay. Oh, so that one surprised me. And okay, so I watched a little video of you, like the link and everything. I didn't know that Facebook and Apple were not friends. You know, like I didn't know that they're just like
Facebook hates everybody but themselves, like but the little Facebook cult, the little Zuck,
so Zuck.
Fuck. You know, it's just like that's the only thing. You know, they're against everybody else. I mean, they literally put Reels, TikToks, essentially in Instagram, and actually just recently they made it to where re-uploading your TikToks to Instagram Reels is no longer allowed.
I fucking hate that.
So
I'm just gonna stop using Instagram one day. Like
we all
one
are.
Day.
Nobody fucking likes it. Nobody likes it.
Thank you. Like I don't get any have you ever gotten validation from posting on there or being on there? Because for me it's like nothing. Like no. I'm just like okay. Like even if I got 1 billion likes, I'd be like, this is stressing me out. I gotta go. Like I don't want any of this.
I can tell you.
And I don't post, so I have no friends.
Oh. You're like, I don't like it because I have no followers. I know the exact moment where Instagram was ruined for me when I was looking up marketing because I do music and there's the $1.80 strategy, which I don't know if you've looked that up at all before. A lot of people use it. It's very popular. It's basically like you pick the $1.80 is you pick like one niche and you run through that niche and you like comment on 80 posts in that niche. You comment and like on 80 posts in that niche and you do that every day. And therefore you should be able to like grow your account by like 100 followers a week or something like that.
Wow.
That was definitely butchered. Like don't follow that my $1.80 strategy because I know that that's not exactly how that works, but it's kind of in the realm of that where you follow what the $1.80 says, but it gives you its own, or it's like $1.95 or something. And it's supposed to naturally grow your account because it shows you're showing interest throughout the niche. And people like people in the same niche, so they follow each other or whatever. But it ruined it for me because I used to get like a ton of likes on the little beats that I made. And as soon as I was doing the $1.95, $1.80, it's like, then you start seeing everything as like that strategy. And people will follow you and then unfollow you. And like the comments will be very like, triple fire emoji or like just really basic like, hey, I commented, I'm doing my part in the $1.80, but I don't actually care what you post, you know?
Oh, so it starts to look like fake and empty and you're just like, this is all just like a saturated game.
Yeah, like the numbers are nice and it makes you feel a sense of accomplishment for what you've done, but it's really not, it's just the same thing as like going into your SoundCloud and getting messages and they're like, oh, I'm a part of this label and like we want to hear more from you and you have to pay $90 to like talk to this representative. It's so fake. It's just so bad. And the fact that they like put the shopping this is the one thing that everybody fucking hates. They put the shopping icon from the top to the bottom where I think like the post button was or something. Because
wait, what?
Yeah, let me look at it really quick.
I haven't been on Instagram in this long.
I'm literally so where the like
I'm looking this up.
It's right next to the upload button or the post button.
Oh shit, I didn't even notice that till right now.
Yeah. So what it's supposed to be is from like an analyst standpoint, there's a certain surface area that your thumb can reach comfortably, And a lot of times they'll put things like very important or they want the most interaction within that range. And so they moved the shop down there so that people would use it more or hit it accidentally. And it used to be, I mean, I don't use Instagram enough to remember fucking Instagram history, but like it used to be a more useful button for your brand and for you to like post or message or whatever, but they swapped it out for the shop, which nobody fucking uses.
I literally didn't know this is on here. So is this just supposed to be like, I guess, advertising to buy things that it thinks that you like based on things you've liked and added to your bookmarks and whatever?
Yeah.
Wow. They're doing pretty well as far as mine, but yeah, actually some of it's really fucking stupid. Like,
it's literally like
wish.com,
but they like erased the wish.com brand. It's just a bunch of people like drop shipping and advertisers that are paying Zuckerberg to like throw their products on the Instagram shop. It's just fucking cancer.
Okay, so don't use it. We don't like that?
No, we don't like that.
Okay, so wait, is the purchasing process different if I were to go through this exact mode than like going to the direct website of like maybe like a ideal situation, small business owner who posts they just happen to advertise their little whatever boutique or something on Instagram, and I use their direct website. Is this different than that?
Yeah, I imagine that it works through affiliate links, kind of like how YouTubers will be like, oh, if you use my link, I'll get like 5%. I'm pretty sure Instagram throws products on there from the people, advertisers will pay Instagram to throw their products on there. They get a small percentage when you follow the link to their website.
Wow. Okay.
So it's all one big advertising game. It's one big advert. And that's all the Instagram is. Just, it's like you literally installed an ad on your phone.
Oh my God. That's scary. But like, am I mad?
Oh, the one thing that I wanted to touch on, since we're going to talk about this, the one thing that I found fucking wild, and the reason why Zuckerberg is angry about, Apple and all of this new shit that's going on, the lawsuit is over privacy and over the fact that Apple, with their new updates, they want to start limiting the reach these apps have outside of you using them. So right now, Instagram logs everything you do on other apps as well. So like if you're searching things up, it'll use that information while it's inactive on your phone and actively collect that data.
Instagram's doing that?
Yeah. Instagram and Facebook.
So, okay. So everything I type into Google is going to Instagram.
Yes.
And they're like, okay, we're gonna take all her money. We're gonna find ways to just coerce her.
Yeah, we'll throw the things that she's searching up into the Instagram shop, because we know that she's gonna go onto there and she's curious about this shop tab, and I've seen that before. I mean, this is all like classic methods or whatever, but Apple wants to like cut that out, and that's why they're having this whole like Facebook's having their own, or Zuckerberg's having his tantrum right now because Apple's trying to stop it, and he's trying to sue them so they can, still be able to watch you off of the app.
Okay, so two things on that. One, so it's supposed to be, it's like Apple doesn't like that it's slimy, right? And that it's like, oh, you're just trying to take people, vulnerable people's money by advertising perfect things to them in the way that they want, and have other people make money off of it. Is that like kind of the idea that they don't like? Or I
mean, they're no like Robin Hood, they're not like the app, but like the classic character.
Yeah.
They're not doing it for the good of the people. They're doing it for the good of their brand, but it only helps their brand to be more, to care about privacy. They're trying to be inclusive with their own stuff, like cut out this middleman, letting Google pull data from you, letting Zuckerberg pull data from you. Like, they want their own circle. Like, if you're using an iPhone, like, we are choosing what advertisers are going to be, you know, seeing from you. So it's more so like they want a bigger cut of the money, and they want to cut all of these other companies from like using you out.
Okay. Now, let's say hypothetically I mostly use my phone to self-diagnose weird diseases and look up sociopathic traits and stuff. Like, let's just say hypothetically I don't shop and I really just think I have every disease. Let's just hypothetical.
Yeah.
What's that gonna do? Like, what's gonna happen? Like, I'm excited, but
I don't know.
I mean
I don't avidly use Instagram, so I don't know if like they're gonna be like, oh, well, let's sell her fucking penicillin because she's like, you know.
Oh my God, they're probably selling me supplements.
They probably are. Like, you're probably getting GNC ads out the ass.
Do you know how many supplements I bought in the last week?
Yeah, supplement is definitely the kind of game that Instagram will push. I mean, they're so materialistic over there that like
I do look into it. I will say when I get like a supplement advertisement I've actually never heard of before, I'm like, I don't know about that. Yeah, okay, that answers a lot of questions now.
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right, excellent. Fuck.
Yeah, so Apple's trying to distance themselves from Facebook and Google, and I think
so. We like that, right? We like that Apple's doing that.
Oh yeah, I stan Apple.
Okay.
Like,
okay.
I mean, I don't stan big business, but at the same time, like, somebody's got to stand up to Zuckerberg, and I just want to see Facebook fucking burn. Like,
I do too. It's gross.
I mean, it took MySpace from me, and it's not even that good. And then now, it not only took MySpace from me, but now it, like, is just the worst replacement, and it only infects devices that it's installed onto. Like, fuck you. Like, that's literally the biggest fuck you I think I could think of.
I just don't like anything about Facebook other than, like, I can stalk people on there. And that's really just people over the age of, like, 36. Because under that, it's like, I don't know.
It's good for research
really
because people post a little too much on there, and you can, like, kind of, you're like, okay, I need to know what's going on.
Yeah, I use it for that a lot.
But
I think it's really fun.
Yeah. No, if I ever go on Facebook, it's incognito, Firefox. Like, no fucking way you're getting into my system, you little virus.
Oh my God. I don't know why I still have one. Like, I can't wrap my head around making the decision to get rid of it fully, but I don't care. Like, I don't post. I'm not cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't even know why I
wouldn't say you're not cool for not posting on Facebook. I'm just that's not a stretch to say.
It's just because I don't post on Twitter or Instagram or honestly Reddit even, but Reddit I'll do once in a while.
And you're not cool for not posting on if you're not posting on Twitter, that just means that you're not manic. So
okay, well, I save, I think I've gotten to the point where I think anything I think that would be like a good tweet, I try to just email the Internet Locals account. And I had 2 last night that I was like, oh, fuck, I got to email that to you. Because one of them was like a really good question. And another one was like just something stupid that I thought of. And I was like, oh, I want your insight on that. And now, and like 3 seconds after I had the thought, I was like, fuck, I lost it. And I had just opened up like an email to send to it. Mm-hmm. So that is, when it pops back in my head, I'm gonna send it over. So now I just send things to that account. That little email.
Yeah, we get little...
It's like Creed Thoughts. /
I need to...
Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
I mean, we could go through a few if you have any good ones in there. Like, I've sent so many. Oh, shit.
We're about to, like, run up to the end of this, but...
Oh, shit, that
well, but no, you've definitely sent a few that I've missed. So, like, we can just formulate an episode with all the shit you've sent.
Oh, my God, let's do that. Let me add a few more. because I
Okay.
know I've got some like.
I'll give you access to
backstock.
this so you can just log in, and then you can.
I
look
don't
at
want it.
You don't.
I
Want
don't
it?
want it.
You don't. No, actually, I won't.
I
So
don't
you
even know what I've sent you because I
don't-
do that when I'm obliterated, fucking so baked, or like so tired that I'm like half asleep, and I'll just like shoot it off, and then I'll just forget about it.
I don't want you to like have second thoughts and be able to delete it.
won't.
I want to see all of your dirty little thoughts, your little weird.
Oh my god. You're going to get a true insight into who I am as a human. You're going to be like, oh my god, you're so ridiculous. And you'll be able to create an algorithm around it. Should we run through the two I have?
Yes,
the two
we
little
should.
note thingies? Okay. So, because they're pretty, like, short, I'm going to go with the second point first. Because I don't even remember what the fuck I was like why I was like, yeah, that's relevant. Okay. So I read an article on Washington Post about the opioid crisis. And, like, I don't have much to say about that. It is what it is. Google it yourself. But the interesting thing is the post that I found was about, like, how it came to be. So basically, opioids are made out of poppies, I guess. And they're, like, this cute little, like, I'm thinking it's a purple flower because it's on the backdrop of this article. Johnson & Johnson paid farmers in Tasmania, which is like south of Australia, and they paid farmers there with incentive flashy prizes. Okay, that's a quote. And it says like a Mercedes, Jaguar, and BMW, which isn't fucking much from how much they've made off of these oxycodones and stuff.
Yeah.
To make the most potent poppies possible. So it's kind of like taking, okay, you've got like OG apple crops, and then you're like, okay, we got to find the sweetest apple from this whole tree, and that's how we're going to make the next tree. And then you go, okay, what's the sweetest one from that? And then you take it and you make another one. So all of a sudden these trees are like really sweet apples. Okay, so it's like that, but with opioids, like poppies. So they just made them like just so potent.
Just fucking GMO cherry picked the shit out of them to make them like.
Oh my god, yeah,
Wow.
like big bad boys. And that's what happened basically. And so I think that was in the 90s when that like started and stuff. And they're just now getting like, you know, in trouble for it, but they're not really getting in trouble because I think all these companies, so it's Johnson & Johnson, there's like 4 other ones being sued for I think it's like a total of like $26 billion or something, and between each one of them it's about 6 to 8 billion, but they're getting like a tax write-off of like 1 point something billion off of that amount that they owe, which is, I think it's because they're going to give some portion of that money directly to the people who like had family members that died from the addiction to the drugs that they were prescribed, that kind of thing. So like, oh, but we're good people. I think that's the idea. I read so many articles on it and I'm still kind of unclear. But I just was like, whoa, dude. Like, that's what they did for opioids. Like, I would love it if they could do that for, like, the taste of water. Like, okay, we want to just really incentivize random companies to make, like, the most delicious tasting water. Like, I know that's crazy.
You wanna know...
But, like, we'll give it to Flint and stuff. Like, you know, I don't know.
I was going to say,
no,
you know what? It's literally... That's how they made Dasani, the most disgusting water we've ever had. They're like, we're going to like flavor blast this shit to oblivion, add magnesium and random sulfates and shit to make it like technically the best water, but it's actually like fucking disgusting and thick.
Oh, it's bottom 5 waters of all time. Bottom 5.
Yeah.
And I would say number 1, that I think this is universally agreed upon, is, oh my God, Arrowhead. Arrowhead's poison.
Arrowhead's
positive. I take 1 sip, I have acid reflux. I have acid reflux anyways, but like that immediately gives it to me. Like, is there piss in there? I don't get what's in there.
I'd rather drink piss.
Why am I not hydrated? I have acid coming up my throat. I don't understand. Like, it's very confusing. Dasani's trash. Yep. Arrowhead's trash. Yeah. So that's the opioid thing.
I would say with the the opioid thing is that it's hard because I don't think it'll ever go away because there's such a an important application for, you know, I mean, if you get hardcore surgery and you're just going to be in the most excruciating pain, sometimes those opioids are like the only thing that you can use, and it's just a shame because I think the way that they made it the most dank fucking poppy that they could think of. I think it just like accelerated like all the bad parts of it too, like the most addictive parts of the chemical and all of that the most like detrimental to us. Those parts are now 10 times that of what it used to be.
Well, and two, the problem with changing the formulation or making it like less potent or coming up with an alternative is all the people that love it, that are addicted. I mean, there's a lot of people. I don't know if it's like what percentage of people it is, but I know there's a good amount of people that have legitimate problems, like back fusions that went sour. I mean, all kinds of shit like that. I just happen to know a few people that had that. And so they're on oxys for life because they're constantly going to be in pain forever. Like that's just their life now. And so they're on these oxys at so much a day and whatever. And then when they go to the pain clinic to get, you know, more of them, they're fucking furious if things don't line up exactly how it always has been. I don't know. It's just, there's a lot of anger involved when they don't get what they're addicted to, because that's like how addiction works. And I just, that's going to be fucking tough to deal with. I would hate to be the person like giving those out. Yeah. I would rather quit my job.
Yeah. I'd rather drink Arrowhead.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Totally, yeah. So, really glad that I know about super poppies now. Actually, wait, on a side note, have you ever had activated charcoal, like in water?
I've used activated charcoal before, but
just
no.
like topically, or like you haven't drinking it before, right?
No, it was supposed to be like a HIT teeth whitener thing.
Okay, so I did that the other day. Like you take a certain amount, and like I was just at PCC and I was like, where can I blow money today? And I was like, Activation, it looks cool. So I bought it. It's supposed to be like a kind of aggressive, like I hate to call it detox, but it kind of is.
Yeah.
And I don't know what it's gonna do, but I think I'm gonna do it again. Like it's supposed to like just it like basically the little charcoal little thingies, molecules or some shit goes in there and it just acts like a sponge, so it like takes everything from like all the way out, and it's supposed to like detox you. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
I've always wanted to dive into detox stuff, like actually detoxing. I mean, the only real detox I ever did was when juicing first came a thing, and my mom, she was like, she had to be like 30 or something, and I was probably too young. It was like 40, and she was getting really into it. She had her Jack O'Lane,
yes,
5 pounds of kale, 20 pounds of carrots in the fridge, and just like juiced the shit out of her life. And I did it for a week, I remember, and like I felt like a fucking superhero. Like you feel like shit for the first 3 days, and you're like, I think I'm killing myself doing this. But then you have like a shit ton of diarrhea. Your body like just lets go of everything, releases your inhibitions, and then on the other side of that, it's just you feel like God. And I wanna do it again, but I feel like everything is just gonna pale in comparison. Like you just take a tablespoon of charcoal and you're gonna like be detox. It's like I feel like everything has that label of detoxing you, but it's not actually detoxing you like I was back in the day. Like that was some like Buddhist like Gandhi level type detox where I'm like not ingesting any toxins and my body like fully lets go. But if activated charcoal does that, I'm fucking down.
It's supposed to be it's definitely an aggressive form of detox. So, like, you have to drink a ton of water, like a ton, just because, like, it takes not only the bad, but it also takes the good. So, like, you got to put a lot of water in there to really flush it out. And, I mean, so I don't know if you know that they use activated charcoal. Like, if they can so let's say a person, like, ODs or consumes something they shouldn't, maybe, I don't know if they can do it for kids, but... Like, if you drink fucking, I don't even know. I don't want to say, like, Windex or something. But you drink something poisonous, they'll use that to, like, grab it and, like, flush it out. Like, it just, I guess it's a thing.
So if
like, hospitals and stuff.
So, like, if I happen to have only... Like, we're on a road trip, and I'm really thirsty, and the gas station only sells Arrowhead. Then later on that night, I could just activate a charcoal to detoxify my system.
No, because they definitely put toxins in there. It tastes like shit.
Yeah.
Like, it'll help grab it and get it out.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Really quick before we close out of this, have you had MSM before? It's kind of in the same realm as activated charcoal. It's
MSM?
Activated.
Whoa, that's a big word.
Looking for the methyl sulfonylthamamine. I don't know. It's basically like it looks like cocaine. It's like ground up crystals that basically it's oh no, that's the wrong word. It's basically ground up like earth crystals that people that are really old will use for like arthritis, but it also detoxifies, empowers you, gives you the power of God. Like it
empowers you and gives you the power of God.
It's one of those like detox and evolve kind of like plant chemicals or whatever. The only thing is that it contains sulfur, and sulfur gives me headaches, so I can't take it. But when I was taking it, minus the headaches, I felt fucking incredible. So if you're trying to detox and you're trying to be like ultra human, you should definitely try it.
I'm going to continue looking at this article because it looks pretty wild. The stuff that it does. But that's like sciencey, and we don't need that on this channel.
Yeah, it's like anti-inflammatory, helps with swelling, pain.
It's so great.
Joint problems. Basically, if you're like over 30, like start shoveling this shit in your mouth now. Like, I should be shoveling it in.
I'll have that for lunch.
Yeah.
Have it for lunch.
I'll honestly like take it with ibuprofen. Fuck it. Just like double down. Power through the headaches.
Well, just like soak a tampon in it and then shove it up. See what that does. I'm kidding.
Boof it.
Sorry, that was too far. Okay, wait. Last thing. Okay, this is short. So this is just my coworkers telling me about this new documentary on Netflix. It's about the Cecil Hotel in LA. And this is like spooky a little bit. So they've had a lot of creepy events, and I think a few serial killers in the past have stayed there. Like the Night Stalker dude from LA, he definitely stayed there, and a few other people too. And there's been a lot of suicides there. Like, it's famous for that. And I sent you a video that is the last footage of a 22-year-old woman named Eliza Lamb who stayed there in 2013. So I think she's previously from British Columbia, and then her family, I don't know, she fucking ended up in LA, and now she's in this hotel. And so the video I sent you is the last footage scene of her in an elevator, basically in the hotel. What happened, we don't know, but they discovered her. They didn't find her for weeks. Like, they literally didn't know where she was. So the cops were looking for her, couldn't find her anywhere. And then I also sent you a screenshot of a comment on YouTube to the video. And basically, a few weeks later, people in that same hotel noticed that the water tasted like really gross. And so they went to find out why, and they found her dead body floating in the water tanks on the roof. No one knows how she got there at all.
That's fucking disgusting.
Dude,
No disrespect to her, because I know that's really hard for like the family and for her. Obviously, she's fucking dead.
Absolutely.
But, ew! I'm not drinking human broth. Like,
I can't believe you just made that like little like brain, like you came up with that phrase, because I was joking about it with Dylan last night. I was like, dude, I looked up what dead bodies smell like I don't know, a few weeks ago, and I was like, wow, this is absolutely revolting. And so now I'm thinking of that, and the fact that dead bodies just must smell kind of like putrid, like rotting pig, kind of like a dumpster and poop. And so imagining that in water, just, it's probably like Arrowhead water.
No, we would rather drink this hotel's water than.
Oh yeah, absolutely. There's got to be like probiotics in there.
Oh my god! Are we staying at the Cecil Hotel? Is that our next stop?
I don't know. I saw a picture somewhere and it looked like really sketchy. But then I saw another picture of the front and it looked kind of nice. So I don't know.
I mean,
I really do want to meet some serial killers. Like, I have time.
Yeah. I mean, well, the thing is I was thinking more so like her spirit is definitely there. Too.
Oh, fuck. I didn't think of that. I guess if we could get on the roof. I guess we just have to find the elevator, right?
Yeah. But there are definitely, in 2013, people are definitely like crawling over this trying to get a ghost to do something.
Oh my God. Yeah. Super gross. So yeah, the video's interesting. She's just like, she walks into the elevator and she just kind of like pushes a button, and then I think she pushes a hold button or something to like keep the doors open for a second, and then she like looks out. It almost looks like she's playing hide and seek, which someone commented.
She's doing some like fucking James Bond shit, or like some Apex Legends, like looking around the corner, switching her guns.
Yeah, and then in the end,
Strafing.
she looks like she's actually starting to get scared. Yeah, so I just wanted to share that weird shit with you.
Oh my God. That's crazy. This is like exactly how I look when I'm high as fuck walking around the store.
Wait, is that sign language at the end? Did you see that?
I'm like looking.
It's at about 2:20. No, 2:15.
Oh.
Is that sign language?
I wouldn't know.
Or is she just like fidgeting?
I struggle with the one language I know, so I wouldn't even know a second language.
Same.
Oh my gosh. Whoops. I just disliked the video accidentally. The video quality sucks. Dislike. Yeah. So with that being said, it doesn't look like Shimmy can get us into the Tacoma, the like whatever the fuck it is.
Oh yeah, the Tacoma City Hall.
Yeah. But
okay,
we need to find another place. We have to do a follow-up ghost video, because not only, so I was talking to you about this. They obviously don't know. But I, with the video that I took on the bed of the Ouija board that doesn't delete from my camera, is now on my phone, and I don't connect my phone to my computer. So I was swiping through my camera roll and deleting shit because there's just have way too much on it, and I have the smallest size of iPhone because I'm cheap as fuck. And literally the video is on my phone somehow. Like I don't have a Mac. I don't have AirDrop, Auto, whatever. I don't have an iCloud. Like, that shit's annoying as hell. I'm not going to install it. Like, iCloud's a virus in itself. So I just don't know how it got onto my phone.
Have you tried deleting it? Or, like, not that I
haven't tried deleting it yet, because I wanted to, like, watch it first to see if it's been altered in any way. I still need to do a deep dive analysis on, like, maybe the audio. Look at, like, a spectrogram or whatever. See if I see anything in that. And maybe crank it up. Maybe see if I can, like, fuck with, like, the lighting. And I haven't done, like, a full deep dive on that video yet. Why it doesn't delete or why it's on my phone now. But maybe I should. Maybe that's a sign.
Have you looked at the properties of the video on your phone?
No, I haven't.
I don't know if that's a thing.
Like the file
Can you
properties?
Look at that, like the info? Yeah.
I haven't.
I wonder what the dates would be on that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It should still be the same date as the EXIF data on my camera. But if it's not,
I would think,
I don't know what that would mean. What would that mean if it changed data?
I don't know. I guess it would either be like the date that it got uploaded onto your phone or something else.
The data is just like,
I don't know.
666.
It's like 42069.
42069. Dude, that ghost hella chill. Like we about to go
Dude,
back.
I would love that.